Flash presents Preview Review. Here's your host, Matt Doolittle. Matt Doolittle. Matt Doolittle.
Hey, Jimmy. Yeah, yesterday was Father's Day. You know, it's kind of a weird day for me. Nope, don't have any kids. Just a cat dad. What about you? No kids? Oh, you're working on it. That's great, man. Hey, look, I got this premium baby Mitch for you to start on. So here you go, catch. Be careful. No, you're not going near my kids, my cats, nothing. Hey, welcome to Preview Review for the Daily Flash. I am Matt Doolittle, bringing you the best that Hollywood and the theme parks have to offer. So this weekend was a huge weekend for Walt Disney. And the emotional movie Inside Out 2 hit the box office, was supposed to only do about 80 or 90 million, did 155, and domestically. Internationally, it did almost 300 million. And this is the second biggest opening for Disney Pixar since Incredibles 2 back in 2018. And of course, that's before the thing, so I'm not going to say it. Hopefully it goes away like Voldemort. But this is a big deal, and it's not just for Disney Pixar, which needed a win. Ever since they had to let go of John Lasseter, because he's a little too touchy, who was running Pixar at the time, back in that era of when they were just banger after banger after banger of film. If you get a chance, go check out on YouTube. I'll put a link in here, A Day in the Life with John Lasseter. It's a great piece, but this was during the whole Me Too stuff, and Disney just had to part ways with him. It was nothing like devious, but it was just you had to hug him when you walked in the office, and I'm not for that either. But back to the movie. This is great for them, and then this is also great for the movie theaters because they have been suffering. Yes, they had a couple wins, like with Maverick, Top Gun Maverick, and some of the bigger Ghostbusters was kind of a win for them. But they haven't had that big blockbuster that's supposed to bring them back from the time before. And this looks like it did it. I know that I'm not in the crowd that would have checked this movie out, but kids of that age, grew up, that are in the age of the girl in the movie, saw this. And I know one of the radio guys here in town, his daughter was like, "Dad, I want to go see this." He was like, "Really? You want to see that?" Yeah. The girls in his age, the nightmare in this is the anxiety, which even people at my age are dealing with. I hate you. Go away. It's going to be one of those, and I've seen some clips online that'll make you already tear up because it is Pixar and they just like to make you cry. Now, let me remind you, this is Pixar Disney. This is not Disney. For instance, Disney is Moana. Inside Out 2 is Disney Pixar. It's a stupid difference, but it's a difference. It's a big win for them. I think right before this, the last biggest win was probably Barbie this year. Was it last year? Yeah, last year was Barbenheimer type thing. So good win. I'm impressed for them. I'm happy for them. I'm hoping that Pixar gets back on the right track because I know Bob Iger said earlier this year that they're going to pull back on the money they were spending on streaming. Thank baby Christmas, because some of this Star Wars stuff is just bad. And all the extra stuff they were doing, though I do like the behind the scenes look stuff, I like the Imagineer stuff, but I'm glad that they're putting it back into animation, back into their movies, back into the parks. They had a pretty successful opening of Tiana's Bayou Adventure at Magic Kingdom, although I've seen a lot of people getting stuck on it, which kind of doesn't make sense to me because they didn't change the ride. The ride's the same. It's all the stuff around it. It wasn't the ride, it was animatronics, but it's getting good reviews. I was hoping I could get out there last week. Didn't work out, so I think I'm going to try in the next couple weeks, see if I can get in that virtual queue, which, whatever. I have my own opinions on that one. So good on them. The next big thing is obviously going to be Deadpool Wolverine, which is trending greatly because of the pre-sale tickets. I'm one of them because of you jerks that like to ruin everything the minute the movie comes out and tell us. I'm already seeing stuff where they give me a list of who's in it. And I just please stop. I don't need that. I don't want it. Stop with the clickbait. I want to be surprised. When I went and saw Armageddon as a kid, I was surprised by the ending. Yes, I ruined it for my friends because I wasn't thinking when I told them, and I did not hear the end of that for about 10 years, but it wasn't like I threw it on social media or some crap like that. So hopefully that's what we get to here. Another big thing this weekend that I got to finally see, and I'm super bummed. I didn't see it in the theater. I should have, because people said, you should see this. And I said, no, I'll wait, because they've all been mediocre as it was. It's Godzilla Minus One. What a great movie. This was just a monster film. That's it. That's all it needed to be. I don't need a bunch of social commentary about nuclear weapons. We know they're bad, very bad. I don't need all the backstory on the characters. Don't really care. They made one reference to a thing. They're like, oh, he did this. Cool. Moving on. It's got that old school Japanese from the 50s and 60s feel of when they made these, of here's the smart doctor guy that fixes everything. Here's your one hero guy. Here's the damsel in distress. Here's the this. Here's the ending. The ending blew my mind, and it's really amazing. And what's even better for this thing? $15 million budget? Are you kidding me? And Marvel can't get a win with $150 million? And the graphics in this looked amazing. The storytelling was really good. Yes, obviously we didn't watch it with the American because we just wanted to hear it in Japanese and read the subtitles. I've even heard people that hate that, loved it, absolutely loved it. It's on Netflix right now. You have got to check it out. I mean, this thing in the box office made $115 million and made $15 million? They made it for $15 million? Are you insane? The storytelling, like I was saying, the storytelling, the graphics, everything was just super good. It's got every character you want from one of these. So definitely go check that out and let me know what you think down in the comment section. The other thing we had break today is that we got another house for Halloween Horror Nights 33, which starts in a month and a half, beginning of September. You want to hear me rant on that, go to a previous one. I'm done complaining. People don't want to hear it anymore. They're like, well, it is what it is. You do your own thing. Anyway, we got the Dead Exposure Death Valley house coming. This is another original one. It's not based really on an IP. But here, I know you like to hear me read these in my dramatic voice. Enter a top secret government facility where an experiment to create super soldiers has gone horribly wrong, turning people into radioactive zombies, and they escape just as you arrive. Tickets are now on sale. Link in the bio for more details. Okay, Dead Exposure is a reoccurring concept that they've had since 2008. They've had it on the shelf for a while since Dead Exposure Patient Zero. It's kind of what they do when they don't have a Walking Dead house that year. You got to have a zombie house, right? I mean, I think there's like 5 houses you have to have for Halloween Horror Nights. And it kind of goes back to the Hollywood classic monsters. You've got to have some type of zombie thing. You've got to have a monster genetic thing that's gone wrong. One of the best houses they ever did was when they mixed like dinosaurs with people at Jurassic Park. That was really good. You've got to have some mystical creature. They had the Yeti house last year, which was really cool. That's all of a sudden come to life. I would love to see like a Loch Ness house. I don't know how they do that. You got to have some shipwreck house for some reason, and then just like people go nuts house, because they got to have some house to put the doo-doo smell in. Every year they're a doo-doo house, and you know it when you get in. And if you ever have to work that house, I'm sorry, because you're gonna smell like that for 2 months, 2.5 months. So we get that for Halloween Horror Nights. So everybody's ramping up for it. I know Universal just had this great launch for their new night show. A lot of people got out there, and you know, I would have loved to have gone out there, but they got 2 going on. They just did a new one at Harry Potter. They just did this new one at the lagoon that's at the old park. Cinesational, a symphonic spectacular. And then Hogwarts Always over at Islands of that's Islands of Adventure. I've been out there in a while. Great stuff from the visuals I've seen. Michael Aiello and his team absolutely killed it. It's something they're adding more. They're really ramping up to get close to Disney. They really want to be up there. It's a drone show mixed with lights, music, all this. They always used to have something like this going on where they had all these great Universal properties kind of mixed together. But this one's getting a lot of pop. I think once it gets a little cooler, I'll go out there, but it is just dreadfully hot because I don't have a pass there. I have a pass for Universal or for Disney. I don't have a Universal one. So to spend the money or to pull the strings to try to get out there, I want to use it on a day where I'm not going to be miserable. So we'll get out there, we'll see it, we'll let you know what you think. If you've seen it, let me know in the comments or shoot me a note, matt@dailyflashshow.com. And the one last thing I wanted to hit on was there was a great story, if you get a chance to check it out. So I'm not a Twitch guy. Some of you that are out there on the interwebs I know are Twitch people. There was this great TikTok that came across that's gone viral where this user got on there and found this guy, Cheddar22. Through the story, he found out that he was at Disneyland. If you've ever been to Crush at Turtle Talk, the Crush show, it's really fun. It's really interactive. Kids, adults, everybody has fun in it. There's a voice actor behind the screen. I won't ruin the magic. But apparently this guy was the voice for it for a long time, got sick, and just couldn't show up on time. It's not something you can really do remote with the way they do that. And this King Penguin dude starts talking to him on his Twitch stream. He only had 100 people on there, and nobody was talking to him at the time. Goes back and forth. He sings him happy birthday in the Crush song. Sends him $450. Cheddar72 loses his mind. He looks genuinely happy. And now if you go to his feed, before this he had 101 followers. After this, he's over 200,000 followers. So that is going to change that guy's life. He said he was kind of retired. But obviously if he was sick, you know, I don't need to get into that, but it's just a happy story, something good that finally came off Twitch and TikTok and all this. So if you get a chance, go check out that video. Again, I'll put that in the link so you can check it out. Make sure you subscribe, send me comments, send me things. You like me, you don't, I don't care, but like me, mostly like me. Yes, like me. Make sure you check out all the videos. Actually, go to dailyflashshow.com. We revamped the website, some cool stuff on there. We're going to be doing a lot more stuff behind the scenes here. A podcast that's going to be more scheduled out is coming. So a lot of great stuff coming up. So until next time, peace and love.